everyone, welcome to the Explorer. Today we will look at grammar. So today we are going to do a revision of simple present tense, simple past tense, and present continuous tense. Forms of verbs. Okay, so this is just a quick revision about the three tenses. Okay, this is exactly like last few weeks, so you still have to listen and remember. So the first one, simple present tense. So simple present tense, as we know, it will be with s or without the s. So for example, 画或者是拉那个窗帘 we call it as draw or draws. Remember, 画或者是拉. So there is two types, which is the habitual action and also affect. Okay, so let's look at habitual action. So my mathematics teacher always draws lines on the board. So 我的数学老师时常 that is the word always 时常画线在板上 so draws. This is because of the mathematics teacher only one person, so with s. Okay, so another one is affect. Affect 就是一个事实 so for example 我的姐姐和我在休闲的时候呢会画画 So my sister and I draw during our leisure time. Leisure time 就是休闲的时候，他们就会画画，这是一个事实。Alright, so this is what we call it as simple present tense. Next, simple past tense. Simple past tense 即是用过了 past, yesterday, last night. So what is the past tense of draw then? Past tense 的画画或者是 past tense 的拉是什么呢？ Answer, drew. So there's only one type, which is called past action. So for example, when the robber drew out a gun, the customers in the shop screamed. So 当那个匪徒他从他的那个口袋拉出一个枪的时候呢，在那个店里的顾客全部都喊。So that's the word drew. Last one, present continuous tense. So present continuous tense, as we know, this is what we call action happening now. It's MRING, now. So that's the word. Is MR drawing? Is MR drawing? 就是现在正在发生，现在正在画，现在正在拉。So action happening now. Number one, 那个坏蛋的小孩现在正在墙上涂鸦。So that's what we call graffiti, remember? The naughty boy is drawing graffiti on the wall now. 就是这个 now is MRING. Okay? So next, we will talk about base form. So remember what is base form? Base form 呢就是变回原本的字。So we can see here, number one, my mother did not draw the curtain before sleeping every night. So 我的妈妈每天晚上没有拉那个窗帘。So did not 因为有 do, does, did, can, could, will, would, shall, should. Do, does, did 因为那个 did 所以你的 draw have to be changed to an original word which is draw. You cannot put drew. Okay, so this is the answer for base form. So this is the revision about the three tenses. Take out your level 6 workbook. Okay, now I want you to turn to page 9 and then you look at this exercise 10. Exercise 10, you have to identify the errors and also check the tenses and also the spelling as well. So I will do question number 1 together with you. So for example, let's look at question number 1 now. Get ready with your pencil and then we will do together. As fast as lightning, he called to the police and told the police what had happened. So, what are the errors here? The first one, it will be lightning. Yes. Okay, have you get it correct? Number 1, the first one is lightning because there's a spelling error which there's a missing T. It should be Lightning, lightning. And then he called to the police. These two you don't have to put, so you just cross it out. Okay, cross the two out, and then one more. Told the police what had happened. Look at the spelling of happen. I think there is a missing E, right? Yes. So you write the correct word on top of it. HAPPENED. So that is how you should do it. For the rest, number 2 until number 20, so you do it by yourself. Okay, now before doing the rest of the exercises, I want to talk about future tense. Okay, let's do a little bit revision on future tense. So, I believe that you have already know what is it about. So, future tense, when are we going to use? There are actually four. Okay, four types you can actually use for future tense. So, the first one will be is am visiting. Okay, this is example. So, 比如说我说探望 So 探望我即将要探望 So you can use is am visiting or will shall visit, the second one, and also will be visiting, or the last one, is am going to visit. So these are the four types you can use for future tense. So when are we going to use future tense? When we want to show future action. 就是将要发生在未来的还没发生的事情，我们就用 future tense. And then, for example, like tomorrow, 明天还没有发生 so you can use whether you want to say I am visiting my grandfather tomorrow, or you want to say I will visit my grandfather tomorrow, or we can also use I will be visiting my grandfather tomorrow. I am going to visit my grandfather tomorrow. Okay, so this is what we shows future tense, and also we can use next week, next Monday, later, tonight, or the day after tomorrow. 后天 okay 都是还没有发生的事情，你就要用 future tense. So remember, you can use four of these types, and usually the common one we will use is the be and also the d. Okay, this is the most common use. B 跟 D 是最普遍，我们通常都会用的，就是 will shall visit or is am going to visit. Okay, so this is what we talk about future tense. So again here, I want to show you the example. So show future action. So let's see. Like for example, 1A, John is visiting his grandmother in Ipoh next week. So because of the next week, you are going to use future tense. Second one, you can also use will visit his grandmother. Or you want to use John will be visiting his grandmother next week. Or the last one, John is going to visit his grandmother in Ipoh next week. Okay, so these are the examples. So remember, as I said, the most common one we will use is the B or the D. Okay. So after doing the revision on future tense, now please turn to page 10 in your level 6 workbook. Okay, level 6 workbook, please turn to page 10. Look at exercise 11. Okay, so 翻开第10面看第 exercise 11. 我们现在要做的就是 future tense. So look at number 1. I will do together with you. So number 1, Mina. The word given is am driving. So you have to use this. Put into the blanks. Okay, Mina down to Seremban this afternoon. Okay, 等下的下午 Mina 将要驾车下 Seremban. So Mina is driving. Okay, Mina is driving to Seremban this afternoon. Okay, what about number 2? Number 2, you are going to use the word will drive. So it's easy, you just need to fill it up in the blanks. Mina will drive down to Seremban this afternoon. Alright, so next, you will do number 3 and number 6 by yourself. Okay, number 3 to number 6 by yourself. And up next, I will talk about exercise 12. So you can pause the video and you do exercise 11 first, and then you continue with exercise 12. So exercise 12, number 1, the given sentences is Linda visited the shop which sells a lot of mementos just now. So this one is past tense, right? This one is past tense. So you need to change by yourself into future tenses. The given word here is just now. And then the verb here is visited. You can't use this because you want to show tomorrow. The given word for you here is tomorrow. So you need to use tomorrow in the sentences now. So what are you going to write? Which is Linda will visit. Because future tense, Linda will visit the shop which sells a lot of mementos. Then you use the word tomorrow here. Okay, can you understand? Okay, so now let's look at exercise 13. So exercise 12, please complete number 2 to number 6 as well. And then now we will talk about exercise 13. So exercise 13, you need to fill in the blanks with the correct verb which is given in the box. So there are some extra words actually, so you need to understand the meaning before you do. The school holidays will begin soon. So 即将要发生了，这个学校假期即将要到来。So Rashid and his friends, the given answer is here. So Rashid and his friends 什么 camping for 5 days. Yep, the answer is will enjoy. So Rashid 跟他的朋友呢将会享受5天的露营。Okay, 5天的露营. So will enjoy. So it's up to you if you want to use is MR going to, or you want to use will be, or is MR enjoying. It's up to you. Okay, so you just need to find the correct answer and then fill in the blanks. So this is for the exercise for page 10. Next, turn to page 11 and then you will look at this exercise 14. So exercise 14, you will need to think on the form of the 4 tenses, which I had taught you just now. The present tense, past tense, present continuous tense, and also future form. Okay, so 4 tenses, you will need to think when to use them. So for example, I will do with you number 1, number 3, number 4, and also number 5. So number 1, the question asks you, what did the students do along the way to the camping site? So 他就问你，那些学生在去露营的地方的时候，路途中他们做些什么？ So there's a given answer for you, chatted and laughed, right? So I want you to write by using the word chatted and laughed. So first thing, you will need to see, they asked you what did. Did, do, does, did. That means this is a past tense, right? So that's why the answer should be in past tense as well. So subject, it will be the students. The students chatted and laughed along the way to the camping site. So this is the answer. Okay, so you understand, right? So next, you will look at number 3. Number 2, you do it by yourself because it's very easy. Now we do number 3. So number 3, as usual, as I said, you will need to circle or you underline the important words first. So for example, number 3, what will happen if you do not work hard? Important word, will. What will happen? Will 就是还没有发生的事情，所以一样的你要用什么 tenses？ 就是 future tense. The new one that I teach you, the revision of future form. So what will happen? Subject, it will be. It is asking you, right? 如果你没有用功的时候，你会发生什么事？ So the given answer here is fill in the exam. So you will need to write, I will fail in the exam if I do not work hard. Or you want to write, I am going to fail in the exam if I do not work hard. So these are the answers. So next, number 4. So you look at number 4. There won't be any suggested answer for you, like just now, okay? Just now, there's a suggested answer like fill in the exam or chatted and laugh, okay? So for here, there won't be any suggested answer. That means you will need to think by yourself the answer for number 4 until number 14. So give you an example, for example, number 4. Who gives some food and clothing to the flood victim? 谁给了这些衣服和食物给这些灾民 ？So maybe you can say, for example, or I forget to tell you, you have to see the important word here is gives, right? So this is a fact. It's something showing a fact. That means present tense. 就是 present tense showing a fact. Subject. 我在这边给的是 the rich man. 那个有钱的男人给了衣服还有食物给这些灾民。So the rich man gives some food and clothing to the flood victim. So it's up to you to think. If you don't like to use the rich man, you can also say my father or anybody else, my headmaster. Okay, it's up to you to think. There is no any answers that I would say that it is actually that answer only. You can use your creativity to think that. Okay, so number 5. What do you do every Sunday? So you see the word do, right? So do, that means it is also considered as present tense. And also one more word is every Sunday. 每个星期日。So you remember 每天发生事情的都是 present tense， 有 s 跟没有 s。So 他问你，你每个星期日做些什么 ？Subject 就是 I 咯。So maybe I give the answer. 我每个星期日洗我的校鞋。I wash my school shoes every Sunday. Or you want to say, I go to the library every Sunday. It's up to you to think. Okay, because there's no suggested answer here. Alright, so this is exercise 14. I want you to try by yourself. Number 2 until number 14. Try to do by yourself. Okay, after completing all the exercises, now I will give you the answers. So you look at your grammar workbook again, level 6 grammar workbook. So now take a look at exercise 10. So please take out your red pen and mark the answer. So if you get it wrong, then please correct it. So number 1, the answers I have given to you just now. Then number 2, the answer should be proud of my bravery. You cannot say proud me for my braveness. Okay, it is wrong. So please read the correct answers and then mark your answers. So if you get it wrong, then just use your red pen and correct it. Number 3, to check after to base form, you cannot put ed. Number 4, from that shop at reasonable prices, at not on, should be at. And of course, the punctuations, the full stop is missing. Number 5, minutes, the s, okay, there's a missing s there. And also reach at the scene is wrong. You can only say reach the scene. If you want to put at, then you change it to arrive at. Okay, if you want to put at, then you change it to arrive at. Number 6, the president's tank. The resident's tank, you cannot say was tank. 杯，如果是 was tank 的话，就是被谢谢了 ，it's wrong. Tank. Okay, there's only one. For number 7, Oscar saw a masked man climb into his neighbor's house. Wrong. It should be climbing. Remember what we said? I saw the boy crying in the toilet. There will be the ing there. Okay, so this is for number 7. Number 8, my mother bought a new bicycle for my sister. Cannot say to my sister. For my sister. Number 9, it shouldn't be on the way to camping site. It's along the way. Okay, along the way. And the last one, the spelling error is laugh without the T. Okay, cross the T out. Number 10, the police praised him for being such a brave boy. For being, okay, for being such a good brave boy. So this is for number 1 to number 10. Next, number 11, without delay, the man jumped into the river and saved the drowning girl. Yes, this is a past tense, so jumped, ed, and also and save, and you shouldn't put to save, and save. Number 12, all of a sudden I heard my sister Screaming. This is exactly the same like I saw the masked man jumping. Okay, so this is screaming, ing. 13. My house is just a stone's throw away. There's an apostrophe s after the word stone. Okay, so it's just a stone's throw away， 就是讲那个 clinic 呢离我家真的是很靠近的意思。Just a stone's throw away. Number 14. The newly opened cafe is worth a visit. There's a missing a. 15. We had a view of a time. A view of a time, not a whole of a time. 16. It's a. There's a missing a. A perfect place to unwind. Number 17. The naughty boy ran out of, and went across. Okay, past tense lah. Cannot say go across, went across. 18. Many people like to after to base form visit. 19. Since you are 不可以 you is 因为多多 are 就是 I am you are we are they are 多 are they are. Okay, so this one is I suggest you go snorkeling in Pulau Paya. Last one, we bought to Jane a handbag. Wrong. You should be we bought Jane. We bought Jane. No need to. And the last one, present. 只有一个礼物，所以就是 present without the s. So that is for exercise 10's answer. So exercise 11, number 1 and number 2, I have given you the answer. So we will discuss for number 3. Answer will be driving. Okay, this is easy. Number 4 is going to drive because Mina only one person, you cannot put M or R. Number 5, will meet. I will meet Ibrahim in school tomorrow morning. Will meet. If you say you put the answers like will be meeting, I am going to meet, I will be meeting. Okay, that is also fine. Next, number 6, will organize. My answer. The English Society will organize a food fair this weekend. Okay, organize 就是举办. So mark your answers. Next, exercise 12, number 1, I've given you the answer. So now we talk about question number 2. So question number 2, the given word here is this afternoon. So make sure you write the word this afternoon in it. Then the verb you will change. The verb given here is are taking many photographs. So I change to are going to take. So if let's say you change it to will take, will be taking, that is also fine. It is good enough. Okay. So next, number 3, my mother and I take a stroll in the park after breakfast every Sunday. So the given with is later. So remember to change every Sunday to later. The verb I change it into will take. So your answer, maybe you write will be taking, are going to take, are taking. That is also good. Number 4. Last year change to next year. Okay, last year change to next year. And the verb visited change to will visit, will be visiting. We are going to visit. That is also correct. Number 5. Last Tuesday change to next Tuesday. Okay, 下星期二啊，上个星期二换成下个星期二。And then the verb change it to the bought change it to is am going to buy, or you change it to will buy. It is also good and correct. Number 6, last one. A few minutes later, the ambulance arrived at the scene. So now the word given you is soon. So that's why you cannot use a few minutes later. You should change it to soon. Then you say the ambulance will be arriving at the scene soon. Will be arriving or will arrive at the scene soon. Okay, so this is your answer for exercise 12. Exercise 13. The school holidays will begin soon. Will begin. Okay, this answer is given. Rashid and his friends will enjoy camping for 5 days. This answer is also given just now. So you have to listen to me so you know where am I. So number 3, last the third one. This time they will set up. So if you write the answer will be setting up, or you write they are going to set up, that is also correct. Okay, so they will set up camp along the beach at Tanjung Dawai. They will be cycling there together. So they will make sure that their bicycles are in tip-top condition. The boys will share everything, their food and camping gear. We are going to borrow at least 5 tents, said Ren. We have got 4 so far. It's okay, my uncle will let us use his, said Ranjit. I will need my father's special torchlight, said Bankyat. So this story is actually about the camping. Rashid and his friends are going for camping for at least 5 days at the Tanjung Dawai along the beach. OK， 就是在一个沙滩叫做 Tanjung Dawai 那边露营。So 他们将会怎样去呢？踏脚车去。OK， they will cycle there and then they have to make sure 他们就要确定他们的脚车是 in tip-top condition。tip-top condition 就是讲在最好的状况。这就是最好的状况，他才可以骑得这么远。所以这一些男孩呢 ，they will share， 他们会把他们的食物都分享给大家，一起公司吃。And then also the camping gear. Then they say， 他们需要5个 ，and then they have only 4， so they need to borrow from someone. And then Ranjit say， 他的 uncle 有多一个 ，so they will let us use his. He will let us use his. And then Benkiat said he need 他的爸爸特别的一个那个手电筒。Okay, so that's the story about for this exercise 13. So please mark your answer. So as for exercise 14, because there won't be any suggested answer, so you need to take your picture of your answers and send it to me. Okay, for exercise 14. The rest, you don't have to send, you just need to mark by yourself. Only for exercise 14. That's all. Thank you.